Felicia Cowden with your weekly county council report. We had a handful of things today, so you can see me looking at my papers so I don't forget. So we had two basically briefings. One was a rather important and interesting one on what happened when we had the flood damage. So we had to look at how much it was going to cost us for our county building, for our engineering and engineering and building departments. The sprinkler went off, it flooded the place about 3 months ago. It's going to be 6 months before that whole area is redone. Here's the good news. We didn't lose any of our records. They were able to keep all those maps and everything like that. We did have to basically gut the rooms, gut the carpet and everything. So $1.26 million. It's kind of surprising how much everything cost, but the whole room is going to be redone. It's going to be modern and ready for the future and not a paper and pencil time place. So we had that. We had another one called Beyond Burning. And so that was Mike Ewell came with Zero Waste Kauaʻi and gave a really informed discussion on the arguments against any kind of solid waste incineration. They had lots of good numbers. You know, basically, I would say an essence of what he had to say is ash is worse than trash. That there's a lot of potential pollutants from the ash, whether it's in the air, in the ground, whatever you might do. So that was a strong message that they worked to give us. We also got $1.2 million that we are going to expend for our Waimea 400. That's the land out there, making sure we do our wetland restoration and good before we start putting development on there or parks. So we had that. We also, I was pretty excited about it, getting $1 million, gonna apply for $1 million grant from the Bureau of Justice. And that's a Second Chance Act, Pay for Success program. And so when we have people coming away from incarceration, how we can work with them and help them get off to a better start. We had two significant resolutions. Now, a resolution is really just a perspective of the council. It is not telling the state what to do. It's a suggestion. It is non-binding. So one of those non-binding resolutions was to implement and prioritize, fund, and implement a rapid response management effort to safeguard Kauaʻi from the impacts caused by the coconut rhinoceros beetle. So there's a lot of science behind that. Kauaʻi Invasive Species Council is an important ally in it, and we have a short window of time to really make sure that Kauaʻi doesn't end up with an invasion of these beetles that's really hard on us agriculturally, like Oahu has. We also did a resolution urging the State Department of Health to continue the contract with American Medical Response to provide emergency medical services in the county of Kauaʻi. Generally speaking, we wouldn't get involved in telling them our opinion on a contract, but this has been a very surprise redirection of a contract where we've had 44 years of ambulance service with American Medical Response, and it seems that the community, by and large, is very happy with the job that they've done. It's a tight timeline to find a new ambulance service, and you know, we discussed it. We had a number of testimonies. FOC, the potential new provider, they were called. I did call them. They came, they spoke. It seems like, you know, they are understanding of where we're at, and we'll just see where that goes. A bill for a first read had to do with raising the rates on the Wailua Golf Course. That's our public golf course. And if people are interested, they should pay attention. That has been an incredibly good value for people, like $2, $3, $5. So we're looking at, what kind of rates that we raise. It hasn't been raised, I believe, if I'm from memory, since 2009. We want to make sure that it's paying for itself and not over competing with our visitor business with, the other golf courses in the area. But we will be having a committee meeting on it. And that I definitely recommend people come to it if you golf at Wailua and that you have an opinion on it, because we want to hear from you. That was worked with our Parks and Recreation, and so we have that. And then other bills for first read, we have two that kind of a little nuance with budgeting, how we do something internally for our audited county financial report. Every year, the council makes sure that we have a third-party audit of how the budget is run, and that goes up for bid. And we had a little bit of extra need for some money for next year. We also, as a bill for second reading, so it passed, 4 of us are going to be able to pilot having personal professional staff for the council members. And I think what the public could expect is better, stronger work out of the council members. The council, we're the only county in the state and one of the very few counties in the nation to not have personal staff to help us respond to emails, to help us with our constituents, and to help us do proactive research on topics to do bills. So I think that what people will get as an outcome of that is better, more responsible policy and more effective service to the I was going to say the customers. You guys are customers, but to the citizen, right? To the people from your council members. And so that's the main things that we did today. So thank you so much.